Race number 5 in Season 2 of Riolu's XC Race, the craziest and coolest TrackMania competition in existence of TrackMania, is returning. And here we are already in the intro of the first map.
Back at it again with another awesome XD race with the legend riolu.
And yes, I should definitely turn off the alerts. So, our first map is gonna be this track, a duo between Deska and Dideric. It is a Lagoon car map on Canyon, as you can see. A map of a lengthy length of 8 minutes. So, quite a long track this time around. So, as per usual, the XD race has maps in 4 different environments, 4 different cars, 4 different vehicles, essentially. And the maps are of at least 6-minute length, and the maps are unknown. And we're gonna play 1 round per map. Depending on your position at the end, you will get points. And yeah, that's pretty much all about it. Right now, having a couple warm-ups here for everyone to load in, since we have quite some big maps. As you can see, these maps are filling up the entire building area, so quite a lot of stress, especially if you have a potato PC. Here we already see the cars. So, a big pile of cars that are going to be driving through the map. And this is going to be the GLHF right here. Race number 5 is beginning, and this time around I will mostly focus on the drivers at the top instead of just switching all the way back and forth. So let's take a look here. Right now the camera is on CC. Let's see how he's going to be driving. We have a lot of players here. We have actually a full server, 100 players this time around, which I'm super happy about. Always nice to see a completely full server. That is absolutely amazing. And we're off to the first couple of corners right here. So the Lagoon car is a car that is super easy with the turning. It steers very harshly, very directly as well. So this map is actually completely full speed. None of the corners require releasing or anything. So this is actually a full FS map. And that is something that the players maybe need to get used to a little bit. Let's go a little further ahead. Marius89 right now, the leader of Season 2 in the total standings. Off to a little bit of a weaker beginning. Has already lost 1.5 seconds here. But I think he's going to give us a pretty good overview over what's happening. So let's just follow Marius here through the next couple of corners. Right now, the leader of the race is Dragon PNTM in front of Black Shadow and Voyager 006. Lars right now on 4th and Taxon on 5th. So this map has a lot of GP, so there's a lot of room for you to make some mistakes to adjust your lines. But it's also a very momentum-based track, so if you make a mistake, if you maybe have to respawn at some point, then you are going to lose quite a lot of momentum, which takes a while to build up again. Coming up onto a little bit of a grass section, where you slide, similar to, you know, Lagoon grass. But also a lot of room, so a lot of possibilities for the players to make up some positions or lose them as well. Let's take a look at Lumby. He is finally playing an XD race himself after normally always being hindered by work. As you can see, he is an American player, so maybe not the greatest time for him, but this time around he actually managed to join the server, and right now he is doing pretty well on position number 7 in the long upward spiral right now. Trying to overtake Black Shadow here with a little bit of an inside line. And we have a grey battle here for that first place. Very close between all of the players so far. Not even a second between 1st and 7th placed players. So this is a really nice battle so far. Bresso versus Lumby right now. So this part is just winding itself upwards all the way until we reach pretty much the highest building point of this map. So this is pretty much the highest point of the entire map. So we are at the top of the mountain, and Lumby remains on 7th place. Let's go a little further ahead with Pulse TMUF, who makes a mistake right as I spectate him. He's going to lose a little bit of that momentum, especially now with that freewheel section. That is going to cost him a little bit of time here. As you can see, the other players are just pulling away. Black Shadow and Lumby are capitalizing on that mistake, and TMUF continues to lose some more positions. Now Inori from Team Sushi is passing together with Scafan, the Croatian player. Let's go up for the top here. Dragon PNTM is constantly improving in the exterior races, which is really nice to see. Always at the top recently, which is really nice to see. Right now, he is in the lead. Big man Taxon on 2nd place, and Lars now with a great attack right there. Up to 1st place, he goes onto the grass part. He was able to anticipate that corner really well. Voyager 006 right now, our cameraman, is on 4th place. Didn't get that grass all too well. And Dragon PNTM has lost 2 positions to that grass part. Here we have a respawn that Lars has grasped immediately, while Taxon and Dragon, it took a while for them to realize what the hell to do. Up to the big water bounce here, which is just a PF. Not much to really worry about. On to the next grass we go. Dragon carrying a bit more speed. And here we see Lumby also trying to have a saying here in this race. Lumby now up to 3rd place in a battle with Dragon PNTM. Onto this next long platform section. 4 minutes have passed. We enter a section by Deska. So this map is a duo between Diderik and Deska. So multiple parts have been glued together by the mappers. Lumby now with a much superior line. He was able to really get a nice exit speed going out of that turn. And even comes closer to big man Taxon, who is right up in front, the American player. Lars is on 1st place right now. He's of course familiar with all of the Team 2 vehicles. The major reason why he has been lacking on some valuable points is of course the fact that we have the United environments also involved in the XT race. And he is mainly a Team 2 player, so the United environments are a little bit harder for him. We are going to have a snow car map coming up as the second map. So let's see what Lars is going to be able to do there. But right now this is looking like a very, very good performance. A double lead for Germany, followed by Voyager. TMUF also, German player on P4. Dragon has dropped down to 5th place, but as you can see, he is still very, very close. Black Shadow, the next German player on P6. Inori, German player on 7th. Dog, German player on 8th. So the top 10 is being dominated by German players right now. Marius89, only on 13th place right now, but he has 4 vehicles right in front of him. And they actually lack a bit of speed here going onto this GP part. Marius89 passing 1, passing 2. Trying to overtake Arkin, and the next players in front of him are Maxi and Scaffan. As we come closer to the 6-minute mark, going into the next water bounce. Boop! Everything should be easy here for the drivers. The map is wide, and as I said, a lot of room for error. I think this map is not going to pose a lot of problems for the players. As we see Eternity, unluckily, getting a red time, which is going to eliminate him out of this map. Unfortunately. Let's go a little further ahead, taking a look. There's maybe a battle somewhere going on. Taxon has actually caught up a tiny little bit to Lars. The gap is now only a second, so this could develop into a pretty interesting race coming towards the last 2 minutes of the track. Oh, Taxon has been sleeping, and this is a very bad place to crash. He crashed right in front of the freewheel and right in front of an uphill. So Taxon is going to get away really nicely, and Dragon and TMUF are going to capitalize on this. And here we see Black Shadow, the German player, also coming in closer.
Hello, sexy.
Right here. However, wasn't able to overtake Taxon yet. He will remain on that 5th place. Oh, Taxon with the next mistake now. Drops down to 5th. So he went from 2nd to 5th place within a blink of an eye. Going on to the next grass section. Here is where a lot of speed can be maintained if you really, really get those inside lines going. And Dragon has I forgot the word. Scheiße. He got his 2nd place back. He reconquered that 2nd place. That's the word I was looking for. Forehead. TMUF on 3rd. He is still in close pursuit. He can still perhaps make something happen. But the map is not going to be so much longer. So there isn't a lot of time for TMUF to make something happen. Lars coming closer and closer. The auto time is 8:04. Let's see if Lars is going to come any closer to that. But he is most likely going to be the winner. Next respawn checkpoint. This is going to be another PF coming towards the end of the track. So Lars is most likely going to win this race here. This is the final set of corners pretty much. And now we have plenty of finishes to pick from. And Lars wins the Lagoon car map right in front of Dragon PNTM. TMUF taking 3rd. Black Shadow taking 4th. And where did Taxon go? Taxon completely disappeared from the top 15. Maxi taking 5th place, Scafan on 6th, Dog on 7th, Inori on 8th, Arkan on 9th, followed by Voyager, Marius, Nico, Big Bang, Ebola Kongen, and Taxon only on 16th place. 15th place. Oh. What has happened there? Taxon lost everything in the ending. And I have no idea what happened there. That is super, super unlucky. Table taking 16th place. Bresso taking 17th place. Lumby on 18th. He also dropped down a lot. Maxusta on 19th. Detlef D. Zorst, aka Yuk, on 20th place. Lasnox on 21st. Not on 22nd. Milili Vantilli on 23rd. The Boss on 24th. CC on 25th. Mini only on 26th here. Dunce on 27th. Mish Ratchet 28th. Mixu 29th. And Mr. Cinemini taking that 30th place.
Hi YouTube.
So let's take a look. Who else is still remaining? Let me just fix the alerts. See if I can disable them. There you go. But thanks for the resubs, everyone. Appreciate that. We see Nanoid. We see X Kirby. We see Tycho. Asia's Flame. Lex. Engine. I think he joined a bit later. Engine. Where is he? I think this is pretty early on the map. Nah. I think this is actually pretty late into the map. Okay, so Engine is going to finish as well. Let's take a look at Lex. Who is on 91st place. Oh. Is he gonna make it to the next checkpoint? He gets passed by Engine. There you go. And Lex will finish on 91st place. Or not. I think he didn't get a checkpoint. Wait. Lex is still alive. He missed a checkpoint. That is very unfortunate. Looks like Uhu also missed a checkpoint. Engine has just finished. So as you can see, there are a lot of finish possibilities right here. 1 finish to the left, 2 respawns, 3 respawns, finishes. I mean, damn, I'm only talking shit today. We have a finish here. We have a finish here. We have a finish here. So you're not going to run out of finishes, that's for sure. Wait, was it a respawn? Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm sleepy. But yeah, looks like everyone is hopefully gonna reach the finish line. That did miss a checkpoint, that is. Also see Manu Smurf right here. And Nanoid. So, I think this map went pretty smoothly, pretty flawlessly. 34 thumbs up, 3 thumbs down. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So we have 2 minutes left on the clock. And Lars is gonna take 97 points out of this one. Dragon with 96, TMUF with 95, Black Shadow with 94, Maxi with 93. So the point limit is always going down by 1 with each position. And since we had 97 people finishing, the first player gets 97 points. So, only Nanoid is driving. I think everyone else has already reached the finish line. Except for Uhu, who for some reason actually managed to not get all of the checkpoints. So he's the only one left. Let's just take a look at him. Don't think he's going to be able to finish. He is a bit too far away, sadly. So I think Nanoid, he's going to try. But he's unfortunately not going to get anywhere. But yeah, we have Simply Nick with 7 month resub, Rolling Dank with 16, and Thomic Tom with 17. Fantastic. How did you miss a checkpoint? Yeah, Uhu, I wonder as well. I wonder as well. Because I think you are the only one that missed a checkpoint. But yeah, I can save the replay for you, Derek. That is no problem. So, that's gonna be the end of the first map right here. Lagoon coming to an end. And we are immediately gonna switch to the next track, which is gonna be Canyon again. However, with a different vehicle. This time around, we have the Snow Car on a map by Mabax called 180 Degrees Speed Boost. And the name already suggested maybe a little bit. A lot of U-turns, a lot of 180s. But with the Snow Car speed, they really work out well. So, our second map, Snow Car, with Lars being in the lead with 97 points, Dragon on second, TMUF on third, Black Shadow on fourth. So we have 4 Germans in the top 5 right now, with Maxi on 5th, then Scafan on 6th, Dog on 7th, Inori on 8th, Arkin on 9th, and Voyager right now on 10th place. Here is where the United veterans can surely make up some points, especially Marius, who right now is only on 11th place after the Lagoon track. He can certainly do some damage on the Snow Car map. But we also have some other very good Snow Car players in the mix. And also just generally, the Snow Car isn't the hardest car to master. And the map is also very wide. There are barely any tight sections. So I think we're gonna see rather tight races here with the Snow Car on our second map. Last warm-up here, and then we have our next race coming up. So, as long as you stay on the track and avoid oversteering a lot and just going zigzag all over the place, you're probably gonna be fine. So, GLHF. Let's get the second map going. Let's spectate Marius again. And let's see how he's going to be approaching the first couple of corners. He's definitely someone that can go for the victory here in this map. And he's off to a good beginning here. Berserker also someone that came from United, so he can also do pretty well here. Maybe even go for the victory if he avoids making mistakes. Same for Voyager and Inori. So this is gonna be pretty exciting to see. Already looking forward to this race. Going through the first set of U-turns already. With Inori right now having the lead. And also Table is off to a pretty good start. Big man Taxon is also trying to redeem himself now after that debacle that happened on the Lagoon car map. I'm sure he's gonna be upset about this. But yeah. He is off to a good beginning here right now on 10th place. And we have a lot of U-turns. As you can see, speed management has been done pretty well here on this map. There are barely any like over-boosted parts or parts where you need to tap the brake or something. Mini Marina falling down a little bit here. He made a little mistake. Someone taking a bath. Someone actually drove into the water. Okay then. I mean, the canyon is warm. Like, we have very warm temperatures here in Canyon. So, he might just go for a little bath. Because, hey, it's warm. Lars right now on 10th place. Not too bad of a beginning here for him. He has TMUF right up his heels. With Dog being in the front and Camo now fully going into that wall. He's going to lose a lot of positions with that. The Snow Car is pretty slow, so losing your speed is going to be quite crucial, because the Snow Car's acceleration is very slow. So it takes a while to get back to proper speed. Going up the hill now. Still a very close pack of players right here. As you can see, everyone very close to each other. That is nice. Let's go a little further into the lead. Inori right now on 4th place. Voyager is leading in front of Table and Maxi. So also Maxi can make something happen. Also a United player that is still very active in United. Dropping down. Gets a good landing. Continues his race. 1.3 seconds behind Voyager right now. Oh, that was a wide exit by Maxi. Almost went a bit too wide there. Table now losing all of his speed. Mario's taking 2nd. And Maxi did not see that entry back into the road in time. And as you can see, that is really, really punishing for Maxi. Now it's going to take a while for him to get back onto racing speed. He's losing so many positions. He's going to drop down to like 30th place almost. 22nd place for Maxi. That is very sad. Do we have any close fights? Oh yeah, this is a train of cars right now. Bresso, Nod, Dog, Taxon, Dragon and TMUF. We have a really, really close pack of players also here. Fighting for the top positions. Going into the magnet tube right here. Which everyone seemed to have survived. TMUF up to 8th. Into the hairpin. Keeps a lot of speed. But Lars keeping even more speed. Lars is also trying to have a saying right here. This is not too shabby of a performance here for him so far. And he carries a lot of speed through this section as well. Now about to pass big man Taxon for that 6th place. And almost all of the opponents are visible at the front as we see Nod making a little mistake. That is not very good. And he's gonna drop down to P9. Mario's on 2nd and Voyager right now going into the respawn section now with 3 seconds of a lead. That is a really, really good race. Oh, Nod has been sleeping a bit on their respawn button. Gotta make sure to read the signage. Bresso, 2nd place in the season standings right now. And a 17th in this race. So this 7th place on snow can certainly boost him up a little further. But still, long way to go for him if he wants to fight for the top positions. 4.5 minutes into the race. Alter time 6 minutes and 37. I think a quick time is going to be like 6:10, 6:20. So let's see what the players are going to be clocking in. Voyager still comfortably in the lead. And now we have a fight for 2nd place actually between Marius and Table. Oh, Table making a big mistake there. I mean, yeah, Table. Table clipping the inside of that U-turn. And that is going to throw him back multiple positions. Taxon now taking up that 3rd place. Lars up to 4th and Dragon up to 5th. Going into the cave section now. Still considerably low speed. Lars with a bit low speed. Maybe tap the brake to make sure that he doesn't crash. And also Taxon with low speed. So Dragon will go up to 3rd and Table will go up to 4th. Here we see Pulse TMUF going through a couple of more U-turns. That is looking pretty good. TMUF, a keyboard player. Snow, not too bad of an environment or not too bad of a vehicle to be driven with keyboards. And up front, this is like a spicy fight right here. A 3-man battle for 3rd place right now between Dragon, Table, and Big Man Taxon. Dragon goes out wide, carries more speed through this, and goes up to 3rd. Oh, but here we see Lars also with a lot of speed now, up to 4th place. Also trying to make up a couple positions. Coming to the ending now. It looks like Voyager is going to win this one here in front of Marius. Dragon looking to be safe. He has a bit less speed. Will Lars go for an overtake at the ending? This landing is going to be decisive. But Dragon will stay in front just by a hair. 0.05 of a second between Dragon PNTM and Lars. Table taking 5th. Taxon taking 6th place. TMUF on 7th. Bresso on 8th. CC on 9th. Nod on 10th. Maxi with a great comeback actually up to 11th place. That is really nice. Zyra on 12th. Ebola Kongan on 13th. The Boss on 14th. And Lumpy on 15th. There you go. There you have it. So this map has ended in a pretty good fight. That is nice to see. So let's take a look at all of the players finishing here. NFS player, John Boy, Gaba, Minishu, Offan. Oh, Offan losing a position here. Is he gonna make the finish jump? He is not gonna make the finish jump, and he has to reset. He clipped the lamp. So here he goes again, together with Haagse. Engine up next. And all of the other players are going in to the finish line as well. So let's see how many people are gonna miss a checkpoint here. Tycho up next. Oh, Tycho actually hit the lamp as well. He needs to reset and lets RDG Spinner pass. Tycho makes it this time around. Next up is Similk. There he goes. He makes it as well. And the last remaining players, we have Misawa, we have Daniel, we have X Kirby, we have Lex, and CB Tick. X Kirby crosses the finish line, hits up that double minus, and continues with life. Here we see Daniel up next. Is he gonna make it? Yes, he will. Next up, Lex Smurf. 3 minutes to go, coming up to the last stretch. I think he's gonna make it here as well. That looks good. And there he goes. Lex on P93. Misawa, I think he is really far back. He's definitely not gonna be able to finish. But we have CB Tick. Up on the last straight, and there he goes. Very nice. So, the last remaining player is, I think, Misawa, who is not able to reach the finish line. He retired, so we don't have to spectate a player that doesn't reach it to the end anyway. Map 2 is coming to an end, and we are switching to map 3 in an instant. It's gonna be the Stadium Car map, the only map today that is actually not taking place in the canyon environment. We have a map by table, and this one's gonna be map 3. After the loading screen, we are gonna continue. Just a matter of hours. And here we go with the map by table. The scores right now, 192 points for both Dragon and Lars that are tying up for that first place. TMUF with 187, Voyager with 186, Marius 89 with 184, Maxi with 181, Table 176 together with Taxon tying for 7th, Dog with 174, and Bresso with 172 points right now after the first two maps. So this map being another mixed style map. As you can see, we have a little bit of dirt, we have a little bit of full speed, we have a lot of tech, a bit of grass, a bit of RPG. So a little of everything being put together into the map by Table, who is one of the contributors when it comes to mapping, has built a lot of maps already that you will also see in the later stages of the season, or also in Season 3 perhaps. So shoutouts to Table for building some high quality maps for this competition, which I do very much appreciate. One more warm up here. Hopefully everyone is going to be able to join back in time. Seems like a couple of players maybe had a couple of issues with the loading time. Hope it's going to be fine for the most part. So, let's get the party started. GLHF on map number 3. So, Dragon PMTM right now has been doing a great job once again here in this XZ race. Has been greatly improving, as I said. And let's see what he's going to be able to do on this track right now. Takes it easy in the beginning. Couple no slides. Taking it very safe. But all in all, not too shabby of a beginning for Dragon. As we go onto the grass part, Dragon is actually aiming for the blue part. Which does actually give him quite a good advantage here. As you saw, he made up quite a good bunch of positions. So this map has a little bit of everything. So we're going to see some pretty nice fights here. As we see Turbo fully dying at the entrance of that uphill corner. Little grass here. Dragon doing it pretty nicely. Let's go a little further ahead. Following Voyager 006 into the next dirt part we go. And he finds himself on 4th place right now, right behind Tom, who is, of course, a stadium expert. So he can certainly fight for the top positions here on stadium. Going into a little bit of a turnover, full speed part into water bounce combo. Made sure that we have wide enough of a landing zone that all of the players have enough space to work with when it comes to landing. After that turnover, everyone made it pretty nicely. And right now, the leader of this race is Big Man Taxon. Ooh, he had to almost say goodbye to his good pace. He was able to save it, but lost 2 positions to Dog and Voyager. And also now we have Bresso and CC passing Taxon, who almost missed the magnet entry. More dirt coming up. Want to keep as much speed as possible since we have this freewheel section coming up. And Taxon didn't get the greatest speed out of this one. So the others are pulling away ever so slightly. And TMUF is also attacking now. The 2 Germans fighting for P6. But I think TMUF has just died and needs to respawn. That is very sad. Mario is 89 right now alone. So let's just go back to Taxon and see what he's able to do. Going into the next patch of dirt. Goes a bit too tight. But not too big of a time loss here. Tom making a mistake. Taxon going up to 5th place. CC, pretty good right now. On 4th place. We're actually on 3rd place. Even past Bresso for that 3rd place. And we're now going into a little bit of a faster section. Following Bresso still. There you go. Oh, and that was Dog who didn't make the jump and has to respawn right in front of it. And he didn't register the respawn route. Dog, what are you doing? Oh my god, Dog. He didn't notice the respawn way. And he went from 1st to 24th. Sad. But the fight for 1st is still hot and spicy. Voyager is still in the lead. Taxon has now moved up to 2nd place, but he is being attacked by CC right now. So we have an insane battle for 1st right now. This is really, really nice to see. 1300ths of a second between 1st and last. 1st and 3rd, I mean. And also Tom is not too far away either. Tom taking a very, very inside line on that uphill dirt. Dexter is also playing together with Simply Nick. These are players that are familiar with the stadium environment. Dexter right now on 6th place, but no one is really close to him except for Simply Nick. Marius right behind. Iona doing very good here on 9th place, rocking his fancy car skin. Lars on P10. He can still maybe make up a couple positions. And his direct opponent, Dragon PNTM, is only on 15th. So right now, this is good for Lars, because he would definitely get away from Dragon. Big Man Taxon has taken over the lead here. And we see RDG Spinner, who is, taking the wrong route. Onto a little balancing section we go. Taxon had to reset. But he gets a really, really nice landing. Wow, look at that. Taxon now up to 1st place again. Great, great battle for that 1st place right now. 5 minutes into the track, so we have roughly 1 minute of track left. Taxon had a great exit out of that balancing part. So he's on first, followed by Tom and Voyager 006. Next respawn part now. And we have a pretty cool section coming up. A little bit of a floaty. And Tom got it really, really nicely. Tom up to first now. Going into the next tight section. Taxon taking it more risky. And he goes back to first place again. So we have an insane back and forth right now. For that first place. And there's not much track left to be driven on. Simply Nick has moved up to fourth place, which is also nice. But the fight for first is between these three players. Oh, Voyager with a wall hit. That might even eliminate him out of the fight for first. Tom trying his best to make something happen. He's only 0.3 behind. On the grass we go. Want to keep as much speed as possible. Perhaps even go for a little speed slide. Taxon still staying ahead. And the last turn is coming up. If Taxon is not messing this one up, then he's going to win the stadium map. And he will do so. Taxon wins in front of Tom, Voyager, Simply Nick, the Australian powerhouse on P4, followed by CC. Then we have Bresso up next on P6. Dexter on 7th. Detlef D. Zost on 8th place. Very nice. Then we have Lars on 9th. Dog on 10th. Great comeback though after he went down to more than like 20th. So still a good comeback here for Dog. Dragon PNTM behind. Aona, The Boss, Dunster and Nico. And that is going to be our top 15 for the stadium map. Following up, we have Eternity. Marius only on 17th place. Inori on 18th. Zyra on 19th. Maxi on 20th. Timania, Waldfee, Mr. Cinemini, Nod, Turbo, Blackwell, Berserker, Mish Ratchet, Sozi with a nice 29th place. And Mikey getting 30th. As we see the remaining players going in. Ooh, an overtake here by Mixusta right in front of the finish. Big Bang, 1-1-1-2. Followed by NFS player. Did he finish? I think he did. Did Jock up next. Then we have Ceres. And it looks like Sigith actually missed some checkpoints. So he's not going to be able to finish. Seems like also Ceres messed something up. Here we see David. Hopefully he got all the checkpoints. Also Cornelius finishing. Didizo finishing. Blue Sheep finishing. Uhu finishing. But we still have plenty of drivers here left on the track. So it might take a little bit longer for all of the people to finish. And this map getting surprisingly a big amounts of minus. Honestly didn't expect this. I thought this map was good. But hey, guess it wasn't. Here we see Lasnox up next. Is he gonna finish? Hopefully he is gonna finish. So who's left on the track? We see Arkin, Minishu, Daniel. Okay. Lego 37. Where's he? That's not the way to go. Oh boy, Lego. Domi driving outside of the stadium. Not bad. Can I still spectate anyone? Trolly moly. Let's see if he's going to be able to finish. He is 4 minutes behind, so he does have the pace. He just needs to survive. I think Domi is gonna receive a little timeout here. Manage players. Let me just take care of this. There you go. Alright. That's how quickly it can go. So Trolley Moly finishing on 80th place. That's very nice to see. Next up, Minishu. He's also right in front of the finish line. And he's gonna make it on 80 seconds. Yo, good night, Simply Nick. Thank you for playing, man. There's one more map, but I think you should get some sleep as well. So, all of the players have finished right here, and we're gonna go on to the final map with the third canyon environment map, but we of course don't have the canyon car. We have the valley car on the map by Ebola Kongen. So let me just tell him to go to spec mode. And the standings are again a tie for first. So now it is not Dragon and Lars, but it is Voyager and Lars, both with 270 points right now, sitting for the victory in the XD race number 5. Then we have Dragon PNTM with 268, Big Man Taxon with 262, Marius 254, TMUF 253, Bresso as well. Then we have Dog with 251, Maxi 248, and CC with 245. So our final map of today, it is Valley Car on Canyon map. It has a couple of dangerous spots, so you do want to be careful here. There's quite a good mixture of wide GP parts, a couple of narrow roads. So gotta be careful here. You really want to have full control over the valley car here. We have a couple of faster paced sections as well. So this one's gonna be not the easiest map, but definitely manageable as well, especially for the top players. So it's gonna be a great fight between the top 3, maybe even the top 4, depending on how it goes. So let's see. One more warm-up. And let's pop it off. The final map of tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with XD Speed Limit by Ebola Kongen. Following Mr. Trolley Moly right now. Whoa, Lasnox. Wait, how did he manage to get there? Unbelievable. Let's take a look here. Now the first entry, a little bit of a wonky section here. There's a big slow sign, so you do want to go slow. It is very bumpy, and we see Nobibo showing off how not to do it. But most of the players have seemingly survived it. Jumping onto the platform now with John Boy, who should have enough speed to pass this jump. There we go. And seems like everyone is off to a good beginning here. Let's go a little further ahead. Leo, he is a very good Valley player. So let's take a look what he's going to be able to do. Going into a little bit of a tunnel. This part is now a bit random. Narrow. Apologies. It is a little bit narrow, and Leo has not understood how to drive this. Voyager, however, did it, and also Lars, and also Taxon. So we have the top 4 of the overall scoreboard in the top 3 of this map right now. Taxon with his amazing engine sound. Mish Ratchet, also very good Valley player, on 4th. Lumby on 5th. Then we have Bresso, TMUF, and Dragon. So let's just follow Dragon as we are coming closer to a little cave part. There we go, taking it easy. And Dragon, a bit too risky, a little bit too optimistic into the corners. But not too big of a time loss here for him. Going a little further ahead, Mish Wretched dropped down to 6th place. So in the cave section here, we drive on sand, so the valley car basically handles like on dirt. So you do need to be very careful, very gentle with the steering. Make sure that you don't oversteer or understeer. But all in all, not too difficult of a section to master. Mish Wretched did it well together with Bresso and TMUF also up to 4th now. And yeah, player that went missing is Voyager. Voyager has dropped down to 20th place and Lars is 1st. So this is actually a terrible, terrible situation for Voyager, who needs to step it up now. Is able to capitalize on a bunch of mistakes that keep happening by the players in front of him. Went up to 11th place already. And also here, Mish Wretched and Table going a little too slow through this part, allowing Voyager to come closer. But this is a 6-second, almost 7-second deficit for Voyager to catch up. That's going to be pretty difficult for him. Right in front of him is Mish Wretched. Lars is leading in front of Taxon, Lumby, and Marius. So the fight here, all of the players separated by like half a second. Oh, Marius struggling here, but also Taxon has gone up into the air a little bit, but didn't lose as much as Marius. So that was a very unfortunate snap by Marius that he got there on the narrow part. Lost out on a couple positions right there and will get passed by Voyager. So Voyager is on a mission right here. He is on a comeback. He is up to 9th now. And a rather difficult section is coming up now, and that is a double red boost into wall. That is being followed by a couple of back boosts again to slow the car down. So here you want to take it easy and not fall off, and that is exactly what happened to Voyager, and the next setback for the Norwegian player who was a bit too optimistic going into that section, and that will cost him more and more positions. Lars, Lumby, and Taxon still close to each other, while Lars has extended his lead even further. Lumby going for a brake trick, unnecessarily cost him a lot of speed. Taxon up to 2nd. Bresso pretty far behind already. The boss with a great 5th place right now. CC on 6th. Table on 7th. Mish Wretched on 8th. Marius 89 is going for a recovery right here. He's now up to 8th. And we're going into the next wall. Oh, Marius took it to safe again. The Safe Meister is safing way too much right there. He slowed down too much and he hit on the inside. Lucky for him that he didn't spin completely. But another time loss for Marius. Going further ahead, following Mish Wretched. So this is a little bit of a tighter section. Table making a little wall touch there on the outside, allowing Mish Wretched to pass him. Coming up to a respawn. And CC doing very well here. 6th place for him. He's mainly known as a stadium player, so really nice that he is doing well on Valley as well. There he goes. Right in front of him is the boss, who is a very good canyon player. So a bit unlucky for him maybe that there was no canyon car map. But those will definitely return for upcoming races. Since I'm always trying to have a mixture between the vehicles, depending on what maps I receive. How many maps I receive, of course, as well. And CC continues to do very well. Let's go a little forward. Do we have any fight going on? Oh, Taxon has had to respawn. And that will actually set him back by a lot of positions right there. Taxon, who was 2nd, is now 5th. 6th place even. But probably 5th if he manages to overtake CC. Taxon taking it easy. Stepping onto the brakes before the downhills. The downhills are actually full speed. So you can take them without tapping the brake. So Taxon up to 5th place. Lumby has actually come closer to Lars. Oh. Lars has made a mistake. And Lumby will come very, very close now. Only a second between 1st and 2nd place. So this could actually become very exciting. Only 0.8 of a second. Up the hill we go. Here is where you need to maintain as much speed as possible. And the gap remains roughly 0.9. Bresso not too far behind, but that's also already 5 seconds. The boss on 4th, Taxon on 5th, Marius in a fight with TMUF. They are actually going neck and neck into this next canyon section. With TMUF carrying a bit more speed here. Very risky exit by TMUF. And Marius again taking it too safe with very little speed. But Taxon with the next mistake right here. And he might lose another 2 positions because of this. Taxon with a tactical wallbang. And Lumby has taken over the lead over Lars. Lumby up to 1st. Lars having dropped down to 2nd place. And we are coming to the last minute of the track. Mainly GP. Pretty fast paced. And Lars is 0.6 behind. This is going to be the fight we have to look out for. Lumby having to lift off there a little bit. He's going to lose some time. Lose a little bit of momentum. So Lars will come closer. 0.2 of a second now. 24 hundredths between Lumby and Lars. And this is the last section of the track now. Here's the jump. Oh, Lumby might be jumping too far left, and he makes a mistake! Lumby jumping too far left, right in front of the finish. And that will allow Lars to win the race most likely, because there's pretty much nothing coming up anymore. Only the last straight. And this is gonna be it. Lars wins XD race number 5 with this first place on the final map. There he goes. Lars wins with an 8:54.3. Lumby with that sad mistake near the end. Only a 2nd place. He had it in the backpack almost. Bresso on 3rd. The boss on 4th. And we have Nod actually coming out of nowhere on that 5th place. Nod on 5th. Nico on 6th. Voyager on 7th. Marius89 on 8th place. Taxon on 9th. Dragon on 10th, TMUF on 11th, followed by CC, by Maxi, by Inori, and by Black Shadow. So I believe the final jump where Lumby died actually caused Marius and Taxon to lose a couple of positions as well. But that was still a pretty exciting race up front. Let's take a look at the local records here for the upcoming positions. Berserker on 16th, Mixu on 17th, Dog on 18th, Nobibo on 19th, Table on 20th, Scaffan, Dexter, Eternity, Zyra, Davey, Johnboy, Mish Ratchet, Cinemini, Mikey, Snake, Cornelius. And here is the finish entry through this circle, sort of. Here we see Iona finishing. Next up, Turbo, another Eden player. Here's Offan. Hype. There we go. CC Moksha. And then quite a big gap down to Turtle Shell. Tanny. Davey. Minishu. Lagunium. Haarse. Maxusta. Nanoid. Caillou and Ceres very close to each other. Also Fasti and Victor. Very nice, very nice. Alright. Everyone's reaching the finish line. I don't think it's going to take a lot of time until everyone reached the finish line. Everyone's pretty close. Looks like Geo might be the last player. Or is Lex even further behind? I'm not quite sure about that. Yeah, it looks like Lex is... yeah, Lex is here. But I think he's also going to be able to reach the finish line. So hopefully everyone is going to make it. So we see the finish straight here. Daniel. I wonder how many people missed a checkpoint. By the looks of it, not that many. Geo up next. Geo 222. La Galmul or Gaba. Uhu. And then we have Lego 37. On the last straight he goes. Lego 37. Hopefully he got all of the checkpoints in. There we go. And the last player might be Lex. Can't really spectate him though. Because the spectator mode is ass. Where is he? There he is. On the last part he goes. 2 minutes left. Should be enough, I think. I hope. Why? Why? Omega. He's up for a show. Yes, there you go. Lex taking 82nd place. And with that, I think we have the GG. Tom, maybe retire? How did he even get here? So apparently he missed a checkpoint. F Tom. Maybe he took a shit. Suck. Or did he disconnect? Maybe he disconnected. No, he didn't. Okay. That's gonna be it here. We have a winner, and that is Lars, who wins XD Race 5 in Season 2 with 353 points. Second place goes to Norwegian player Voyager 006 with 347 points. Dragon taking third with 342, Taxon 337, Bresso 334, Marius 89 with 330, TMUF 326, Maxi 319, and a tie for 9th between CC and Dog. GG, and thanks for playing.